Qnotables.com. It's a centralized index of notable clips, headlines, and references being shared across the community, organized for quick browsing. Use it to spot patterns, pull links, and build your own research list. Qnotables.com. Browse the notables, verify the facts, stay informed. All reports can be found on Q Research or Qnotables.com. Notables do not equal endorsements. We are researchers who deal in open source information, reasoned argument, and dank memes. We do battle in the sphere of ideas and ideas only. We neither need nor condone the use of force in our work here.
From the Q Research Boards, May 23, 2026. Good morning. We begin with a major shakeup inside the national security structure. Tulsi Gabbard is stepping down as Director of National Intelligence effective June 30th. Gabbard cited her husband Abraham's rare bone cancer diagnosis as the reason for the resignation. President Trump praised her service, and Principal Deputy Director Aaron Lucas will take over as acting DNI. This puts new leadership at the top of America's intelligence community at a time when Iran, cyber threats, election security, and internal agency fights are all moving at once. That DNI story now intersects with another developing intelligence fight. Catherine Herridge's reporting points to strong indicators that the CIA was tracking members of Tulsi Gabbard's DNI team months ago. Senator Rand Paul amplified the reporting and tied it to whistleblower concerns. The story raises direct questions about internal monitoring, intelligence oversight, and whether agencies inside the federal government were watching the very team appointed to lead national intelligence. President Trump and Dan Scavino also added fuel to the online political fire with a series of short posts and clips. Trump posted "bye-bye." Scavino posted a FAFO message, referenced Nessun Dorma, "Let No One Sleep," and shared a short B-2 bomber video. Taken together, the posts pushed heavy speculation across online political communities, especially with the DNI resignation and Iran pressure moving at the same time. Economy and domestic politics. The second major story is economic power. Kevin Warsh has been sworn in as the new chairman of the Federal Reserve. President Trump introduced Warsh at the White House, and Justice Clarence Thomas administered the oath. Warsh said he plans to lead a reform-oriented Federal Reserve while maintaining integrity and performance. This places a Trump-selected Fed chair at the center of interest rates, inflation policy, and the future direction of the American economy. During the same ceremony, President Trump also made comments about former Speaker Kevin McCarthy and former Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice. Trump called McCarthy a good guy and Rice highly respected. The event was officially about the Federal Reserve, but it also showed Trump using major appointments to reinforce alliances, signal stability, and frame the administration's economic leadership as serious and institutional. President Trump also traveled to Rockland Community College in Suffern, New York, where he delivered remarks on the economy. He promoted Republican tax policy, praised Congressman Mike Lawler's work on the SALT deduction cap, and tied the issue to affordability, taxes, crime, immigration, and voter ID. The event doubled as both an economic message and a political boost in a competitive New York House district. California Governor Gavin Newsom is now telling drivers to avoid Chevron stations over Memorial Day weekend. Newsom's office argues that Chevron prices are higher than other fuel options meeting the same standards. Chevron counters that California's energy policies are helping drive those prices higher. The fight puts gas prices, regulation, oil company profits, and consumer costs back into the political spotlight. The pro-AI Super PAC Leading the Future is expanding its endorsements in Republican House primaries. The group is backing candidates it sees as friendly to artificial intelligence development and lighter regulation. With major spending planned for the 2026 midterms, AI policy is becoming a serious campaign money issue, and the technology sector is moving deeper into congressional politics. CBS News Radio has signed off after nearly 100 years of broadcasting. Its final broadcast closed a long chapter in American media history. CBS News Radio covered major events from World War II through 9/11 and beyond. Its shutdown marks another major shift away from legacy broadcast news and toward digital platforms, podcasts, live streams, and independent media. Election integrity and lawfare. The White House is pushing the Save America Act, arguing that voter ID and proof of citizenship should be treated as basic election protections. The proposal would direct states to remove non-citizens from voter rolls and strengthen registration requirements. Election integrity is now moving back to the center of the 2026 political fight, with citizenship verification and voter roll maintenance leading the debate. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass is drawing attention over comments connected to non-citizen voting. The issue places Los Angeles into the larger national fight over election rules, citizenship, and local voting rights. With the Save America Act being pushed from the White House, Bass's comments are being treated as part of a broader battle over who gets to vote and how voter eligibility is verified.
At shop.isawaya.com, everything you buy supports Acun.top, the place where people talk freely no matter what. Check out our Acun Honey Pot, a jar of yummy honey that's as strong as your voice. Put it on toaster and tea. It's not just honey, it's freedom in every bite. Then there's Acun Butter, a smooth handmade skin cream that makes you feel good while you fight for what's right. Awesome wooden pieces for display only. Hang them up or set them out. They're for showing off Acun's tough spirit. Want to help even more? Get a proto membership. So go to shop.isawaya.com now and grab some goodies. Help Acun.top keep free speech alive, and let's keep the ideas flowing loud and free.
All reports can be found on Q Research or Qnotables.com. Notables do not equal endorsements. We are researchers who deal in open source information, reasoned argument, and dank memes. We do battle in the sphere of ideas and ideas only. We neither need nor condone the use of force in our work here.
From the Q Research Boards, May 17, 2026, now to election integrity. President Trump is calling for the Save America Act, voter ID, and proof of citizenship requirements. The message is direct. Elections should be limited to eligible citizens, and states should verify identity before ballots are counted. Supporters see this as basic election security. The central issue is public trust. When voters do not trust the process, every result becomes contested. Election integrity will remain a major 2026 issue, especially in close races and states with changing voter rules. Crime and public safety are also back in focus. Posts are circulating claims that armed citizens stopped a large share of active shooters and that violent crime has dropped sharply under Kash Patel's FBI tenure. The public wants clear numbers, honest reporting, and accurate records. The larger debate is about policing, self-defense, and federal crime data. Americans want to know whether crime is actually falling, whether the statistics are being presented honestly, and whether lawful armed citizens are being properly. From the Q Research Boards, May 17, 2026, now to election integrity. President Trump is calling for the Save America Act, voter ID, and proof of citizenship requirements. The message is direct. Elections should be limited to eligible citizens, and states should verify identity before ballots are counted. Supporters see this as basic election security. The central issue is public trust. When voters do not trust the process, every result becomes contested. Election integrity will remain a major 2026 issue, especially in close races and states with changing voter rules. Crime and public safety are also back in focus. Posts are circulating claims that armed citizens stopped a large share of active shooters and that violent crime has dropped sharply under Kash Patel's FBI tenure. The public wants clear numbers, honest reporting, and accurate records. The larger debate is about policing, self-defense, and federal crime data. Americans want to know whether crime is actually falling, whether the statistics are being presented honestly, and whether lawful armed citizens are being properly counted when they stop violent attacks. In New York, the Long Island Railroad strike has created major disruption. The LIR is the nation's busiest commuter rail line. When service is suspended, the effects hit hundreds of thousands of riders, employers, roads, and the broader regional economy. This is not just a transit inconvenience. It shows how dependent major cities are on functioning public transportation and labor stability. When a rail system this large stops, the whole region feels it. In Denver, a $9 million homeless services building from the Q Research Boards. May 23, 2026, South Carolina lawmakers have blocked a push to quickly redraw congressional maps. The move affected efforts involving the